wonderful, and if not, I send virtual hugs to you, and I hope that you cheer up. So before we get into the video, which welcome to day 5, welkom bij dag 5, welkom bij dag 5. Before we head into the video, let me shout you guys out. I think by now you know, even though it's just day 5, that you are my Advent calendar, you are my unboxing, and I am grateful to you all. So, Nice BTCH, Christy Lane, and Angelic Camaro. Thank you so much for being part of the Sleeping Beauty family. I appreciate you guys so much. It's a street racing type of night out there. We don't want to hear your car, sir. Okay, on tonight's video, I've done one in each of my 25 days of ASMR, what I'm thankful for, and 2025 goals. We don't really address if we've done all that we've done. I feel like the pressure is just on, but slow progress is better than no progress. Please remember that. There's a bit of music playing in the background. I hope it doesn't bother you too much. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna be doing tonight. And you can also comment down below what are you thankful for this year, and what is your 2025 goals, you know, milestones that you want to reach, all that great stuff. And try not to look at the past too much, because I've been wanting to lose weight since I was like 10, and I'm still struggling. But yeah, we're gonna get into that right now. I wrote down a few things, so let's get into it. So let's first start with what am I thankful for. I am thankful for my family, my family. I pray every night that the Lord bless my parents, my siblings, and my dog, and spare my grandparents and give them strength, because they are very old. They're getting very, very old. I mean, some people's grandparents are like 90 or 80. They're not there yet. They're on their way to their 70s. But you know, I feel like they got more in them. So I'm thankful that the Lord has spared us all throughout this year, which there's ups and there's downs, and you know, that's just life. Because if life was this, then you'd be dead. It's literally your heartbeat, as I think I've mentioned this before. Life is literally your heartbeat. If it was, then you'd be, what do they call it, asystole or something, then it would be. So that's life. And don't let anyone ever tell you that at least it's not this and at least it's not that, and it could have been worse. Let people feel what they have to feel and what they need to feel. Like with me, I just need to be dramatic first, and then I'll handle my shit. So yeah, but I'm thankful for my family. And I don't want to pick and point, but I have to my mom especially. There is no other woman like my mom. She be getting on my nerves, she do, but she's my biggest supporter. She supports me on TikTok, YouTube. If you see the butterfly mom comment, that is my mother. That is my mother. So she's always supporting, and she's just always trying to help her daughter. So thank you, mother. I am thankful for you. And I know this is gonna sound dramatic, but if my mother leaves Earth, I will 26, but obviously out of her belly since 97, so there's no getting away from me, woman. And then my siblings who really, stuck through with me, and especially my brother who's helping me with my weight. He's always like, let's go exercise now, let's go do this now. And he keeps forgetting that he's a little faster than me when we run, because he be skinny. He be skinny, and he keeps forgetting he's fast. But thank you for encouraging me and for exercising with me every afternoon. And to my dad, who helps a lot around my place, and around my place, I appreciate that. So I'm very thankful for my family. Next, I'm thankful for my sleeping beauties. Come on now. If you do not know, I currently am unemployed, which sucks, but that is just, and I know I'm not like the only one in the world, but in my country, unemployment rate is extremely high. So, if it wasn't for this channel and for TikTok, I think I would be going slightly crazy. So it is fun to form contact and interact with people all over the world. That is insane and amazing. So I appreciate my sleeping beauty so much. And literally without you guys, there wouldn't be a channel, there wouldn't be a TikTok, because I appreciate you guys. And even for those who just watch, who don't comment, I appreciate you. But you shouldn't be afraid not to comment, even if it's just a smiley face or a heart. I would appreciate that. So I am thankful for my sleeping beauties. You guys make my day whenever I post, And on TikTok, it's the funniest ever. Like, if you're here from TikTok, then just comment down below so I can know, because not everyone is here from TikTok. And I always laugh because they're always like, girl, you should make a YouTube. And then I'm like, I have one. And then my sleeping beauties who know my YouTube and they're on TikTok, they're like, she has one. Here it is. TikTok doesn't allow me to share links. No, they want me to be on there, and they don't like that you're somewhere else. So, and if I have to share a link through my bio, it's a lot. They want to know too much, and I'm not trying to give them too much. But yeah, so to my sleeping beauties, I appreciate you guys so much. I really, really, really do. And I am very thankful for you guys. Then I am thankful for that I have a home, that I have a car, and that I have food on the table every night. We sometimes take basic things that should be basic, like water and shit like that. We take it for granted. And the thing is, not a lot of people have access to that all around the world. You'd be surprised. When you tell someone something or you see things and you're just like, so what? I've been complaining about, my biggest problem is that I don't know what I'm gonna eat tonight. And somebody else's bigger problem is they don't know if they're gonna eat at all tonight. They don't know where they're gonna sleep. They don't know how they're gonna get from one place to another. So I thank the Lord. Thank you for a home. Thank you for a car. Thank you for food. And that circles back to my parents, because they could have been like one of those parents who kicks you out on the street, who's like, you're old, onto yourself, And I cry my heart out when I see people who have no other choice and they're just making bad decisions with their life and their body because the situation forces them to. Like, I think I would be, sorry to say, if my parents weren't my parents and they weren't the way they are, I would probably also be making some weird decisions. So I am thankful that I have a roof over my head, food in my belly, and a vehicle to get me places, even though my place is literally home and the mall, home in the mall, home in the mall. She goes to the mall and then she comes home. I don't like the highway. I don't like to drive the highway. People are very reckless. They scare me. And I will be, if I was ever to go on the highway, I would probably find myself in another state, in another province. I would start a new life, because how do I get back? Because it's like, if you miss this turn, you're on your way here, sweetheart. So the highway scares me. Maybe that can be a goal for 2025, to get on the highway, to go to a place, because my town that I live in, there's nothing really big here. Like Starbucks has been in this country for long, and I've never been, because it's like an hour and 30-minute drive from where I am. And also there's hotspots where they just rob you, and I'm very robbable. So even though I walk with God, should be scary, y'all. So and I pray even when I just leave the house to fetch my siblings at school, and I come home and I'm like, thank you, Lord, because you just don't know what people want to put, the stones they want to throw in your road. But I know that any weapon formed against me shall not prosper in the name of Jesus. If you're not religious or whatever, that's okay. But for me, I literally, whenever something goes like wrong or something, or some people want to put bad things in my way, that's what I tell them. And sometimes when something small happens to us, we tend to blame God and be like, oh, where's God? But we forget that God, literally, that small scratch that you got, it would have been, yo, there are just so many cars. I'm so sorry to hear that. So sometimes when we get a scratch, we don't know how big it could have been if it wasn't for God, you know, that you could have catched a whole boulder, a whole gunshot, but all you got was a tiny scratch. So I always try to look at life that way. Okay, next thing that I'm thankful for is my health. Even though I am insulin resistant, I have to go draw blood again in January to see where I'm at, if the pills are helping. And so far I don't think they are, because I went to my dietitian last month and she's like, you're still craving sweets and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, I have a very big sweet tooth, so I might have to go on a higher dosage, but that is for my GP to decide. So we'll see what she says. So I have to draw blood again. I hate drawing blood. I don't like pain unless it's a necessary pain. So drawing blood to see where my insulin levels are, I guess, is a necessary pain, but I hate it. So yeah, I'm good. My health is okay. I just have to work hard so that I don't get diabetes. And diabetes in my family is hereditary. So yeah, I need to watch it. I'm not a teen anymore. I am almost very old. And I just need to remind myself that, because in my mind, I think I'm like my sister's age, and I'm not. My parents were having children so far apart. But okay, so yeah, I am thankful for my health, because it could always be a lot worse, you know. So I just need to get my little duckies in order and say goodbye to the sweets just for now, and then slowly incorporate it back, but not to where I am right now, where I would eat a packet of sweets out and a packet of chips, you know, that one that says family size, you know. I have to just work with myself. But I'm thankful for my health, you know. And we need to pray, because diabetes is not fun. be type 1 and type 2 is not fun. So yeah. And then the last thing I am thankful for is my relationship with God. I am not, how am I gonna say this without sounding bad? I'm not religious like, you know, if you know religious people, you know what I'm talking about. It's God here and God there. I'm not like that. Sorry, like that religious. But I do have a relationship with God. I do pray, and I don't just pray when times are tough. I pray all the time. I thank the Lord all the time. And what I want, okay, I'm gonna get to those goals, but anyway, I am thankful to my relationship with God. And I don't really like, which I know as a Christian or as a person of religion, that's like a bad sign, but I don't really like religious people of any religion too much, because they will sit there and judge you, and they live in a glass house. Judge people of the church. I'm talking about every religion that I've met. Those people can throw stones and they live in a glass house. And I don't know where in any Bible does it ever say, in any religion, that we as the person that follows the religion gets to judge. I don't know where that says that. I know that God is the judge. But if you rape and you murder and you wake up every day to manipulate your fellow human being and do evil things to them, then I will judge you. But for anyone else, your life is your life. I don't get to judge you. But the worst thing for me is that people of religion will judge, and their closet is dirtier than a mother. Oh, you cannot be gay. But he be sneaking with a guy and then call it experimenting. You know what I'm trying to say? They be like, you cannot smoke and drink, and then they be out committing arson or something. You know what I'm trying to say? Christians, people of religion like to judge. Like sometimes, I don't want to get too deep into religion because I know it's a touchy subject for a lot of people, but I just feel like, first of all, I trust no one. If you're a pastor, policeman, whatever, I don't trust you. Those are the most dirtiest people. Like in the past, we were taught to don't talk to strangers, but trust your priest, trust your policeman. No, that is just a career. Those people, you don't know who they really are. Like, we were taught that tattoos were bad, and you know, this were bad, and no, sweetie. I hope we break all those stereotypes. I hope we do, because that shit is crazy thinking about it. And how girls were taught to. Girls must be seen, not be heard. Girls must be polite. Come to think of it, that shit's crazy. And I know why so many people hate religion. It's because whenever they would have to do something, they would force religion kind of onto a person, you know. If you're a lesbian, we can get it out of you. God said we must, you know what I'm trying to say. I don't know if what I'm trying to say gets across, but I don't let that come in my life, and I will never sit there. I will joke sometimes, like when I found out that Christians aren't allowed to eat pork as well, I would joke with my family, and if they would eat pork, I'd be like, that's where you're not feeling well. Did you know that we cannot eat pork as well? So I don't eat pork at all. I've been clean now 2 or 3 years. But yeah, and for me it's kind of funny how we have the Muslim religion has Ramadan, that stuff, when they're fasting, and Christians has Lenting. Everyone has the thing that they do, but to me it's like, it's not just that period where you have to clean up your act, and it's like, oh, so you're just good that time, and then after that you're back to your everything is haram except for some things. Like, I can understand why many people are like, religion, it's a propaganda, it's political. That's because people make it that way. Whenever there was slavery, apartheid, or whatever, they would use religion to justify their motives. And that is sad. That is sad. You know, that religion is swing that way. But anyway, let's get off of that subject. Okay, let's head into the goals. So, the goals I have set for 2025 is to reach 10k subs here on YouTube. 10k Sleeping Beauties. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do it. I have faith that we will, but just, and it's not like 10k in the first month. Like at the end of 2025, if we have 10k, my heart would be like doo-doo. Why am I not making a heartbeat? Let me just edit in a heartbeat for you. That's what my heart would be like if we can hit 10k here on YouTube, because on TikTok we're going. On TikTok we're going, and I just downloaded TikTok this year. I'm not sure. I have to go check when if I find when I posted my first video, I'll put it here. And since that day I've uploaded every single day. I've not missed a beat. I have clapped for me. And I love the shorter content videos, and it's only possible for me to upload every day because of the shorter content videos. But it's so much fun, and the Sleeping Beauties on there are so adorable. There is a few trolls, you know, but then I'll always block them or delete them because we don't need that negativity anywhere. I haven't had many fat comments, but you know that emoji, I'll pop it here if I find it. Some have been putting that emojis on there, but then I see that a lot of the Sleeping Beauties will be coming at them and be like, no, you. And I'm like, okay, if it's like that, then I'll let it leave. But if I see it, I block, I delete. We don't need negative energy around these parts. Life is already negative. We do not need it. Yo, Instagram be the worst. Instagram comments be straight out of the devil's gate. But yeah, so on TikTok we're currently at, where I'm filming this today, we're currently at 44k Sleeping Beauties. And on there, on there the content is kind of different from here and there a little. I do a lot of emoji challenges and requests that people send me, and then in between some of my own content, I like that, and it kind of challenges me, and I kind of saw that is kind of the flow there. So, you know, I still enjoy it. And whatnot. Not too bad. I will say they are a very curious bunch. If you're from TikTok, very curious. You know, where you from? What do you do? What is your ethnicity? And I sometimes they'll ask me if I am a religion or I am a language, and I'll be sarcastic and be like, no, I'm a human. I'm a homo sapien. But yeah, so I hope we reach 10k on here, because I really love filming on YouTube and posting on YouTube as well. Longer videos, all sorts of videos. I love it. I do wish YouTube could be a little fair though. Whenever I post videos with my brother, they always flag it for child whatever. So, but yeah, I think they only flagged me twice for mouth sounds something. So you guys know when I do a mouth sounds video, I don't say mouth sounds, I put in the mouth emoji, because we're trying to find ways around this weird thing that YouTube is doing. Okay, my next goal is to get closer to God. Yeah, I pray, and I pray a lot that I need to read my Bible a lot as well. And I have a book, because there was this time period that I tried TV, my phone. Try giving that up for an hour a day, and just to let my mind get a little, because the reason for Lenten and fasting is to get closer to God. Our spiritual paths are blocked by our daily routines, what we eat, what we do in a day. So it blocks the communication with God. And sometimes it even blocks your path. That is the belief. So if you lend and if you fast, you open up that gateway so that you can get closer to God and also get closer to yourself. And it is very hard, and especially because we never lended at our house, That's why I say I'm not that religious. We never lended. Lending, for Christians, is for 40 days. 40 days, and it is during the Easter season there around. We never did that, so I think my mom did that when she was like a child, but she never, brought that into the family, so our body's not used to it. And now I can't even lend now because of my insulin. I have to eat 5 times a day, small portions, of course, so that my sugar levels can get used to whatever it needs to get used to. But I wanna dedicate an hour every day to God. I really, really, really wanna try. And that's just for me to get closer to God. So that's one of the goals. You guys, it is so loud for no effing reason. There is so many cars. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to talk over it, but all I can hear is new, like go home. Your mother's praying for you to be safe, and you out here slaying cocaine in the streets. No, Savannah, no. I'm probably like the only one my age, well, not the only one, who's just indoors. And whenever older people meet people my age, and especially if they have kids my age as well, they can understand how I'm not like, one to be out. And I'm like, I've seen what there is to see. I'm tired of people's shit. But not just that, I don't know. I honestly don't know what shit I'm on. I'm trying to be on to better shit. I don't really know if I want to have kids or a husband. I mean, I have nothing in that lane right now. But I don't know, I've seen so many people's relationships, and it irks me the wrong way that people can be like, let's just have a kid. Like, no. It's not about let's just have a kid. That is an entire human being that you need to raise, and that is your child forever. You're not gonna be like when they're 18, bye, like what the F. So for me, having a baby, it's not just, oh cute, let's have a baby, or let's have a baby to patch things up, or oh cute, let's just have it. For me, it's you're raising a whole nother human being. You have to raise them to be the best that they possibly can. You don't want to raise serial killers, you don't want to raise rapists or whatever. You want to hold them accountable for their actions, because I feel like most parents don't. Other parents raise their children to make them think that the ground that they walk on is gold, and that they poop gold and shit like that. And I don't like parents like that. You need to teach your kids that their actions has consequences, and actually give them the consequences. And I think, like, I'm not judging anyone, because being a parent is the hardest thing you'll ever be, and there's really no right way. And your child can like grow up from a good home and just turn dark themselves, or they can come from a bad home, turn good, so it's when they hit a certain age, I believe it's up to us, when we hit a certain age, and we see things in the outside world, when we go to school and when we talk to people, and then we realize, oh, so what my parents are doing is wrong. Oh, I don't want to be like that. Oh, so my dad hitting my mom. Oh, guys. You know, I don't know what God has in store for me. I don't know. We gonna see, and you're gonna know about it. Hold on to your seats, cause this one's a better or a banger. I'm thinking of a scary movie. I watched it the other day, but only the first one. I wasn't in the mood to watch the second one. I was busy building my TV stand. Finally got one. It's not a TV stand, it's a coffee stand. But I put my TV on it because I didn't really like any of the TV stands, and they were just unnecessarily long, and my TV's not that big. Okay, so my third goal is to improve my health, which has been my goal. Always. But I'm actually really freaking trying, you guys. I will see next year if I get on the higher dosage. Will that help with my sweet tooth? I pray to God it does, because it's bad, and the cravings will hit me out of nowhere. And the thing is, I will try not to buy anything that's really unhealthy. Like, okay, I have nothing in my fridge, you know, that's unhealthy or things like that. My fridge is always just empty. There will only be my meal prep buckets in there. Juice, milk, that's all. And then yogurt, that will be in my fridge. I try not to buy unhealthy things too much, but temptation comes, looks me in the eye, and it's like, you want it, you need it. I don't need it, you need it. Like today I was craving sweets, but I had nothing because I haven't been to the grocery store. So yeah, I don't know, but improving my health is always priority, but I really want to make it priority. So it's been 2 weeks now since I haven't exercised, but I've been trying to eat, you know, right? I try not to one bad day make it a bad forever, because that's what I used to do in the past. I would do well for 3 days, and then the 4th day I would go AWOL, and then I would just leave it like that. I would just go down that bad well. And so now I'm trying to teach myself and tell myself, okay, you ate candy today, let's not eat candy tomorrow. It's okay. I'm trying to baby myself, because I've been mean to myself so hard. Like, like anything that anyone who's watching and be like, oh my gosh, she's so fat or whatever, anything worse that you want to say about me, I've already said to myself. And I'm trying to go the other route, because I've always been mean to myself, because why not, you know? So I'm trying to be nice to myself. You had one bad day, let's not make it a bad week. You didn't exercise today, but you'll exercise tomorrow. So I exercise from Monday to Friday, Saturdays and Sunday, nada, that's rest days. I meal prep and try to eat as clean as possible, but you know, takeaways here and there, but I try not to make it a, you know, oh now I had takeaway, oh no, tomorrow we're back on track. So I try to do that for me, you understand? So I am trying with myself. I had my period a week ago, and that period week was too much, and it was hot, so I didn't exercise. And then the week after that, it was extremely hot, so I didn't exercise. So I think for this summer, I have to try to find exercises that are not, because what I'll do is I'll do laps outside my house, run. Then I'll go ride the bicycle. I'll do squats, push-ups, sit-ups, boxing, do a little boxing. So I'm gonna have to check how to make it so I don't pass out, because who's gonna pick up this heavy body? So this week to come, I'm filming this on Saturday night, so that's why it's a little noisy as well. So Monday, I want to get back into the exercising, because yeah, so that we can keep the muscle that we have, but lose the fat, baby, lose the fat. Because because when I saw my dietitian, the one type of fat that is so starving you guys is my stomach fat, my vascular, is that how you say it, fat? Those things grab on. They grab on, and I'm like, nay, leave me alone. Hello, fast young. So I am exercising because I was starting to lose muscle, and that's what we don't want to lose. We want to lose fat. The fat has to go. The fupa has to go. So yeah, I hope we can improve that in 2025. And then the last thing is to have a permanent income. An income of your own is always so nice. So 2025, praying for a permanent income. I also want to experience now the money's here and now it's gone. Yo, but everything is increasing, yo. Everything is increasing except your salary. Like, I love when people make those videos like, oh yeah, I just got paid. Never mind. Taxes win, gas money, all that, and they're just depressed again. Yeah, so guys, that is what I'm thankful for and my goals for 2025. Let me know down below your goals and what you're thankful for. And thank you so much for being here and for letting me rant. And I hope with that religion section I didn't really offend anybody. I'm just saying from my perspective of what I've seen. If you do not fall in that category, then good for you. Like, I don't get offended when people want to say some things about Christians, because I know there are Christians like that out there. It's not me. So I just don't like when, stereotyping, basically, when you take one person and you group everyone with that one person, and that's like everything in life. So yeah, that's life. That's what all the people say. You're shut down in May and pick up in June again. Okay. Good night, sleeping beauties. See you tomorrow. Okay? You be good now, cause Santa's watching. And you got that naughty and that nice list, and you don't want to be on the naughty